And with attention on the former president's visit to East Palestine, some are asking why the current president still has yet to visit, as President Biden is heading back to Washington from Poland and an historic visit to Ukraine. Chief Washington correspondent Blake Burman live for us at the White House. And Blake, the administration insists that trip abroad has not slowed its response to the disaster in Ohio.
Yeah, exactly, Nichole. The White House painting the picture today of President Biden staying on top of the situation in East Palestine, Ohio, even while he was some 4,500 miles away across the pond overseas in Poland. They say the president held a phone call late last night with some of the top elected officials from that area. That includes the Ohio governor, along with one of their senators, the congressman from East Palestine, along with Pennsylvania's governor and the head of the EPA. But over the course of the past 19 days since that train derailment led to a devastating chemical spill, the president has taken a pass on visiting East Palestine. Instead, he's traveled to 3 states as part of his White House duties: Wisconsin, Florida, and Maryland, including a weekend trip to Camp David to get ready for the State of the Union address. He also had a political event in Pennsylvania and made personal travel to New York and Delaware. And of course, that doesn't even take into account the overseas trip that he's returning from right now. It was a stark contrast today as his predecessor, Donald Trump, visited East Palestine. As Evan just laid out, Trump was asked about the president at one point and said it's, quote, terrible that the president has yet to visit. Over here at the White House, a spokesperson responded to the Trump visit, saying in part, quote, congressional Republicans and former Trump administration officials owe East Palestine an apology for selling them out to rail industry lobbyists when they dismantled Obama-Biden rail safety protections, as well as EPA powers to rapidly contain spills. Now, President Biden is expected to land back over here in the U.S. and in a few hours' time make his way back over here to the White House. One of the questions you can likely expect, Nichole, for the president in the upcoming days, and certainly this White House, is if he will be making a trip at some point here in the near future to East Palestine, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, Blake, that question certain to come up. But we are learning Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg will be going there.
Indeed. The Transportation Secretary will be heading to East Palestine tomorrow. There have been lots of questions, of course, in the days leading up to this, Nichole, as you know, as to why the Transportation Secretary hasn't been on the ground responding to a major train derailment. Here is what a spokesperson over at the Department of Transportation said in response to the Secretary's visit. They say, quote, as the Secretary said, he would go when it's appropriate and would not detract from the emergency response efforts. The Secretary is going now that the EPA has said it's moving out of the emergency response phase and transitioning to the long-term remediation phase. But the congressman who represents that area, Congressman Bill Johnson, a Republican, said about the Transportation Secretary's visit, quote, it is way late in the game. Nichole?
All right, Blake, thank you for that.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.